unearthing truths from unspoken words and silent admissions of guilt. Pay attention to the words that Jenn Soto says and doesn't say. This is her biggest admission of guilt yet.
Can you imagine an innocent mother ever saying that and not, well, I'm literally lost for words.
I've never asked him any of that. I still, even up until when we got here to the police station, I was convinced that he hadn't done anything to her at all.
Because of him or because of...
I mean, she didn't even say Maddie's name. I was waiting for her to say, convinced that he didn't hurt Maddie at all, but she didn't say that. She said her, and didn't go on to notice a lot of other things, stopping and crying. That's not the first time she asked for a lawyer. She called her ex-husband, whose also name was Stephen, or Stephen, and to ask him about a lawyer. And then she also texted or called Chris, Sterns' dad, about a lawyer. And I think once Jenn knew about what was happening, guys, once Jenn had already sealed the deal, she knew the inappropriate abuse that was happening with Maddie, she kind of just stayed out of it. Yeah, and she often does refer to Maddie in the abstract, and she doesn't say her name. It's like she can't say her name. Right, this is VEROSCOPE. If you go to my description, VEROSCOPE's been doing these videos, and he's still doing the videos on Jenn Soto, and I'm happy to react to them. All right, VEROSCOPE is a software used by law enforcement many times for forensic linguistics to tell the areas of where people are lying and where you can attack a certain story by running it through and seeing the words that they're using and the words that they're not using, like Maddie's name, the body. Thank you so much, Jamie Casey. Choo, choo. Yes, listen to what Jenn is saying and not saying. So many things. So many things. I mean, we've spent the last almost 2 years looking at this stuff.
Not wanting to believe she's deceased.
Because of him? Because I thought he was a good guy.
So up until this morning, you still think that it's not?
No.
You're talking about the other day?
Up until...
When we took him?
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot what day of the week that was.
So we're still going through...
They do watch my channel.
His drive, like I told you, all his socials. We can date back to 2020. Based on the videos, it appears that was the start of the victimization. Okay, are we going to find anything in his...
Now, it was documented at 2020, but it's alleged to be before 2020. And the documentation started right after Juan Soto and the roommate moved out of the house. All right?
Phone with
that fake rocket.
He never done anything. He's never done anything.
Has there ever been a request for the two of you to participate in sexual activity with him?
No.
Regardless of you saying no or yes?
No, he's never asked that.
Okay.
He didn't want you, he just wanted her. He's asking, did he ever ask to have sex with both of you? Which again, it's abuse, not sex. Call it what you want.
Find pictures like that.
Are you really?
Surprise you. So if I'm in his Google Drive, if I have a sex crimes detective, a computer person look at his phone, and they tell me, hey Kevin, I found a picture engaged in sexual activity or borderline sexual activity, is that going to surprise you?
Yes, because that doesn't exist.
Okay. At any time during the course of your relationship, has he expressed that he has ever had sex with a child?
No.
Notice that she said that
No.
didn't happen. She said that those photos don't exist. That's a big difference.
That's a huge difference, and she's quick to respond no, real fast, which leads me to believe that she's lying and covering for Stephan. At this point, she's hoping that they don't find Maddie's body so quickly.
Not a child, but when he told me when he was in high school, he graduated high school like later, like older than 18.
Okay.
He dated somebody younger than 18. I think she was 15. but I don't know how old he was, 19, 20, but he was an older kid in high school. He graduated late. But he had a really young girlfriend. Her name was Kendall. And I thought that was weird. I was like, that's a little too young. He goes, no, it's fine. We were in high school. Everything was normal. Her parents loved me. Blah, 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 blah. But that's the only one.
Have you ever gone through his phone?
Who, me? What? Wait.
Okay.
Did she just say no because she was watching Maddie like a hawk? Her parents loved me. Give me a tip based on knowing him to Wednesday. We think we did it yet from Wednesday. Wait, she didn't go through his phone? Give me your top 5 places where you think he would dump Maddie. If she didn't go for his phone and she didn't go through his phone, first of all, she is lying because she talked about going through Maddie's, knowing where everything was. She also sat there with Stephan when he erased / reset his phone. But watching Maddie like a hawk would mean checking Stephan's phone where they talked all the time, on FaceTime all the time, had a boyfriend-girlfriend like relationship all the time. Doesn't make sense.
In this area?
Okay, here it is. No, here it is. She becomes a fortune teller. She's going to tell us where Stephan took Maddie, where she dumped Maddie, that Maddie was in the trunk, and how Maddie died. And they haven't found Maddie at all. All of a sudden, she's going to remember. She's going to tell us.
I know.
Where you want.
I'm saying.
Okay. Let's go through the analysis.
Yep, she served her up.
So, she says, I tried watching her like a
Right.
hawk. I thought I was doing a good job, but I wasn't.
You sure weren't, lady.
You cannot watch for what you don't know exists.
She's clairvoyant.
This
Exactly.
is
Dad.
an admittance. Think about it. I tried watching her like a hawk. This admits that you're aware that you failed. I tried watching her like a hawk.
Thank you, Lisa Marie
We're
Durst.
talking about the circumstances which the police officer has described to her. These are her words. I thought I was doing a good job.
Yes.
The job which you tried and failed to do, and even accept and state
That you
I
didn't do a
wasn't.
good job. And how would she know what she was protecting her from or watching like a hawk? And how would she do that without looking through his phone, without checking their conversations between each other, without checking Maddie's phone to see who she was talking about, what she was crushing on? What about those notebooks that were clearly on her desk that showed pictures in her notebook of a little girl giving a BJ, a hand-drawn picture, and so many other signs and things that no parent, no person could ignore? What about that? So, I mean, right there's a huge admission to guilt here. It's like when Stephan wanted to, what were you watching her like a hawk with? What were you doing? Because she didn't want Maddie to go see Tyler, because she didn't want someone to film Maddie underneath the door when they were in the bathroom on an airplane. Why would you ever be so specific about that? Now, they found it in her text messages. What about, I can't have her sleeping with me anymore. I can't, what did she say? I can't risk it, her sleeping with me anymore. How do you become clairvoyant, watch your daughter like a hawk, but yet know nothing, see nothing, never look at his phone? It doesn't make sense. I know. All of us, if I had 2 minutes alone with Jenn, I wouldn't be doing what that officer is right now.
This is admittance of consciousness of guilt. The active surveillance for a known threat.
I watch her like
tried
a hawk.
watching like a hawk. It's a metaphor for a predator. Danger watching.
Yep.
Thought I was doing a good job at self-evaluation of the prevention efforts which she knew were necessary, And not only that, she knew they were necessary, but sent them upstairs. And this isn't, something that was new. This is something that's been going on for years. So far, she's not been charged.